Hey Sean, you a genius, nigga. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode in the woods. It's your boy, AB motherfucking Cuban, back at it with another video. I'm not drinking today, man, because I haven't ate. You know me. I don't drink when I don't eat, because then I get fucked up. But I got a special guest in the house, man. I met this guy last week, and we clicked, man. We clicked. Definitely. You have to get closer to the mic if you want to talk. Definitely. So if you want to put it right, like check like this, and then talk like right.
Yeah, you can tell I've never been on a podcast before, though.
It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, we clicked in last week. We did some work last week. But I got my boy Danny here. What's going on, man?
Man, just chilling, living, man. Just trying to get it every day, man.
Trying to get the situation going.
Trying to make something happen.
Yeah, that's right. Man, I'll explain to you what In the Woods is. In the Woods is where I live at. This is my hood. This is my apartments. This is where I grew up. Me and my boy Mario started it because I said, what else can we talk about when we're in here? Is all the shit that we did when we were younger. So this is what In the Woods is. Anybody come in here, they're part in the woods. So first thing, let's get to know you, and then we'll start talking about everything else. But I always trying to bring somebody that's local to Mobile, like locally. I know you live here. Yeah. Were you born here?
I was, yeah. Moreno Valley. I've never been out of Moreno Valley, to be honest. So I've only lived in Moreno Valley. I was born in Moreno Valley. I live like maybe 10 minutes up Paris Boulevard.
Yeah.
Just been in the city ever
since.
Never been out, yeah.
And that's crazy. I moved to Mobile when I was in second grade, I believe. And then I call this my city. I was born in Vegas.
Oh, so you lived in Vegas since you were till 2?
2, yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So went to second grade.
Okay.
So what is that, like 6 years old, 7 years old when you're in second grade? One of those.
Something like that.
So, but I don't really claim Vegas because I don't really care. I don't really like Vegas or anything. So I went this week, but I hate it. But what school did you go to?
So high school, I guess. So middle school is Palm Middle School.
Okay.
That's like right by my house.
Mm-hmm.
High school is Valley View High School, which is over on the
on the side.
Yeah. I'm deep.
Yeah. Down. What the fuck?
Yeah.
But you live this way though, right?
Yeah. So I was supposed to go to Canyon Springs, but since I'm younger, I got 2 older sisters, and they pretty much chose to go to Valley View.
Oh, okay.
And so I kind of just followed
them
where they were at.
Yeah.
If I had the chance or if I had the choice, I would have went to Canyon Springs.
Okay.
Just one, it was closer to.
Your homies went to?
Yeah, a lot of my homies went to from middle school to high school. I was like, everybody's going to Canyon, Mom. Like, I need to go to Canyon. But, and they had better wrestling. And I knew I wanted to wrestle.
Okay.
So I was like, Canyon's this place. But I kind of just made happen with what I had at Valley View. But I would always go to Canyon to wrestle. So, like, when I was done with practices at Valley View, I would pull it to Canyon. Or even in the summer, I'd be at Canyon.
Okay.
So everything I did really was at Canyon. But...
Okay.
At Valley. Yeah.
All right, that's what's up. So me and you clicked when we were driving to this guy's house. We'll talk about that later. You do MMA.
I do MMA, yeah. That's my thing.
So you started wrestling?
Yeah, I started wrestling when I was like 8 or 9 years old. I don't even really remember. It was one of the 2 ages. And then I kind of stopped for a little bit for like couple years actually. I started at 8 and 9, went to about. Actually, I didn't even get back until high school. I started doing jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
So I went from wrestling. I liked it, but I was only there because my dad was kind of like, not forcing me, but he would go to like jiu-jitsu classes at this gym.
Yeah.
And then I really had nothing to do, so I would
go
to the wrestling.
So practice. You like wrestling more than jiu-jitsu?
I'm better at wrestling than jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
But I think that's a good question. I think maybe like in a street fight, jiu-jitsu would be more useful.
More useful, yeah.
But I like wrestling because wrestling is just like a dominant type of
like
a person, I guess. Yeah. If you're a wrestler, like you really could just get dirty, really have that dog in you to just
like
to kind of grind, you know.
I started boxing before anything. I started boxing. I had like 8 amateur fights.
Oh, okay, nice.
And then I stopped because our coach, when we'll fight, he would like bet, like we'll put money on us, right? And then like I would like, my mom was like, well, if you're doing that, then give my son at least $20. You feel me? Like
that is comedy.
So then he goes like, oh nah. And then my mom's like, okay, then my son is not fighting for you no more. So then after that I stopped. Then I stopped playing football. I was playing football at the time too. I was doing boxing and football. So I stopped, and then I've been begging. I kept up with my mom. I was like, man, I want to do MMA. I want to do MMA. I want to do MMA. He's like, no, like that's too much money, because we went to United at the time, was like, it was expensive. So I was like, man, like, you know, I was like, so I got a job. Like first thing I did, my first paycheck when I got to high school is when I went to sign up.
Oh, okay.
Like my first paycheck, I went over there, signed up. I wanted to do wrestling right here in Mobile, but when I went to go try out, the guy was like, the coach was like, oh, we don't need nobody. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like there's posters all over the fucking school saying tryouts today. So like he probably thought I was because the wrestling coach was like one of the I don't know what he did with the football team too, but so he seen how I was like with like the wrong crowd, so he probably, that's why he didn't want to fucking. So one of my boys goes, nah, like he's good, like he get him. So I'm like already like halfway out the school, he comes in, he's like, oh no, like we could get you. And I was like, I looked at him, I was like, nah, I'm good. But it was good because I had to take night school. I was dumb. I was fucking retarded.
That's crazy.
So I couldn't play
high school. You ever been to high school at nighttime?
so I couldn't. I stopped playing football. Stopped playing. I wanted to play baseball, but again, I couldn't play because the whole fucking my whole grades were not there.
Right.
So then when I got a job and I fucking went to go I started MMA like off the back.
Yeah.
And then like they didn't have a Muay Thai coach at the time when I started, but they're like, oh, we gonna get somebody. So then finally we got Coach Carlos, when I think he's one of the best fucking Muay Thai guys out there. And then so I was like, man, yeah, I was like, okay, I'm good. So then I did a bunch of smokers.
Okay,
my coach Dunbar, he doesn't.
Dunbar.
Shout out to Dunbar, but he doesn't put you on, like if you tell him you want to fight, he would just look at you like, all right, cool, like that whatever. So they had a smoker, and the guy was like 170 something, and I'm like walking out with like at the time probably like 130, and then I was like, yeah, I'll fight him. He looked at me like, what the fuck? So I was like, yeah, I'll fight him, and then I forgot his name, but he was I forgot his name, but he was a white dude that went to the Ultimate Fighter. He made it to the Ultimate Fighter. I forgot his name, but he was like in my corner. So I came out there and started whooping that guy's ass.
Oh, word.
Just bow, just taking it, bow, bow, bow. So then he looks at me, he goes, you really want to fight, huh? And I said, the fuck
I just told you.
I just don't want to walk around like, hey, I want to fight today.
Yeah.
No. So then he was like, all right, for sure. So then the next week they had another smoker, and it was just boxing.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, I'm good. Like this is where I first started.
Right.
I don't just start taking off. But you know, like, okay, you fucking. I said, okay, yeah, I see you. Yeah. I said, anytime you want. So then the guy, what's his name? Andre, he's a new
Andre Ewell.
Yeah. So at the time he was a boxer.
Okay.
So he had a boxing fight coming up, and then Coach Dunbar calls me. He's like, "Hey, you want to spar today?" I said, "Yeah." So I go over there. I mean, I got my ass fucked. Like I was getting my ass, because I wasn't like on that level, right?
Right.
So I'm holding my own, whatever, and Andre goes, man, you pretty good, bro. What you gonna do with it? I was like, I'm trying to fight, but he doesn't want to give me no fights. And he's like, nah, it's like, I want you to get better on jiu-jitsu.
Oh yeah.
And then we could get you a fight.
Super big on jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, he goes, and then we could get you in a fight.
Yeah.
So then I was like, all right, cool. So then they had the jiu-jitsu coach, well, him. Then they got the Muay Thai coach, and then they had the boxing coach. So, like, we had a full squad. Like, I'm telling you, it was like 10 of us at the time that we were just pounding. Like, I'm there every Monday through Friday.
Yeah, just training hard.
And then Saturdays, I go to jiu-jitsu class in the morning, and then I had Sunday off. Like, that was like the best fucking shape I was in.
Oh yeah.
Like now I'm fucking I can probably give you a fucking minute and I'm done. Yeah. But have you had any fights before?
I have not like full MMA fights.
Yeah.
Like, at least not ones that go on my record.
Okay. Just smokers and shit?
Smokers for sure. I've done hella like jiu-jitsu tournaments, wrestling tournaments for days. I've hella sparring, man. Hella like just boxing. Never actually been to where I got to come out of the, like the little entrance and have that shit go on my record. I'm planning on it though.
Okay, cool. That's my next question. I was like, you planning?
I got to. I've done way too much like training, way too much practice, way too much everything to not do it. So I might as well, man.
What belt are you in jiu-jitsu? Or are you not getting?
Yeah. So pretty much I do like no gi. It's hard to stripe up with that. You can't even really do it. So, I did do gi when I was 17. Yeah. I was a yellow belt.
Okay.
But when you turn 18,
it goes back to white.
Yeah. It's like a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
And then I just stopped doing gi.
Okay.
So I've been doing no gi.
That's what my cousin used to do. Like, he trains with over there in Vegas with what's his name? He's an old MMA dude. I don't know. It's something Icon. Yeah, something Icon. He's an old MMA guy. Like he's in the Hall of Fame and everything. He has a son that fights too. Old white dude, like bald too. He was on those movies on the what's those movies? The one with like fucking Ronda Rousey and all the
Chuck Liddell?
Not Chuck Liddell. No, it's I forgot his name, but he trains with them. My cousin's pretty good.
Okay.
But the last time he ended up fighting, he got fucked up and he said, "No, I don't want to do it no more."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
brutal.
I was gonna ask you, how did you get into like? You said MMA and stuff. Like, what brought you into like getting into it and shit?
So check this out. So I've also done a lot of other sports, right? So I played baseball. I played football. I played like pee-wee football. I played high school football. I played like baseball t-ball. I played baseball in middle school. I played a lot of sports, right? So
you're active.
I was very active.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But there's one thing that I like as a kid. I guess I never really liked going to practice. Oh. You feel me? Like, I loved the games. I loved playing. But, like, I was like, damn, I got to go to practice again, like, today, every day. Like, you know what I mean? For 2 hours being outside in the grass, in the sun. Like, it's hot. The shoulder pads are fucking hot. The helmet's hot. Like, everything was hot. And I just hated practice. Baseball wasn't too bad. I hated football practice until high school, where I became the quarterback.
Oh, shit, word?
And that shit was... kind of like quarterback, you get it easy, right? Like, it ain't too much that I had to do. So it was like I was with it. But when I started wrestling in high school, bro, I loved going to practice.
Okay.
Like, practice was like fun. You know what I mean? Like, I was looking forward to practice, and that's when I decided I was like, okay, this is it. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to go practice. I wanted to get better every day. With football and with baseball, I was just like, man, this just sucks. This ain't fun. The game nights are fun.
Yeah, you know just the practice sucks because you're doing the same shit over and over again. Even though with like wrestling, jiu-jitsu and like boxing and you're doing the same thing over and over again. But I think it's the passion that you have for it.
Right.
I mean, I love baseball. Like baseball and football are my fucking team. Like sports that I watch to death. Right. But when I play, like you said, when you play baseball or football, is like, damn, I don't want to go to practice. Yeah. But when I was fighting, I'm like, I tell like my girl, I'm out. Like I'll be there like from the morning to the end.
6 a.m. till it's dinner time.
Oh yeah,
I'll be there. Yeah, that's one thing. My dad kind of always told me like, cause he's my dad's like a hard worker, so he wants me to get like jobs and like go grind, like go do something, go do construction, like go grind, right? And he was telling my homeboy one time, because a lot of my friends come to him for like advice, like financial advice, for like work advice, like if they need a job, they come to him. You feel me? Like he's kind of like a successful.
He's a plug.
He's a plug. But like one thing he's always said is like he's never had to tell me to go train. Yeah. Never had to beg me to go train. You know what I mean? Like sometimes he'd be like, "Yo, like go mow the lawn, go like do something." You know what I mean? But like, never. He had to wake me up for fucking work sometimes. You know what I mean? Like I got to go to work, and he'd be like, "Yo, like you got work, right?"
Yeah.
But never did he ever have to wake me up to train. It'd be 5 a.m, you know what I mean? I'd be up before him. Like, you know what I mean? When it came to training, it was just like.
So it's like this your passion.
It's just the passion. Yeah.
Like it was fun because when it was time, like when I was have a fight or somebody in on our camp had a fight and we had a full, everybody had to be there at 5. And all right, cool. Like I still had a job, but I'd be like, if I can't make it, I can't make it. Right. But like I would try my hardest. Like, hey, I would change my schedule. Like, hey, I'm not coming in until this time because at the time I was working at churches. So like, and I was and I was like the one of the team leaders. So and then my brother was the assistant manager. So I'd be like, hey, this is what I'm doing this week, like for like 6 weeks. Can you hook me up? And he's like, oh yeah. So like he knew that that's what I wanted to do. Right. And then I got hurt, and then everything changed. Like
that was it.
That was it. And then like this opportunity that you and Mike, brought my attention to, like. I was like, man, I need to go back in shape. Like, oh yeah. Like I was looking at videos of me training before. I'm like, dude, like, and to be honest, I got lazy after. Like, I think it was because like when the doctor goes, oh, do you want to keep fighting or do you want to keep fighting and not be able to walk in a couple years, right? Or you want to stop, fix your knee, and then keep going with your life? And I'm like, fuck, like. What do I choose? You know what I'm saying?
You gotta, there's a long-term decision.
I was like, damn. And then I talked to my girl about it, and my girl was like, well, I mean, if you don't feel your knee comfortable, then like don't do it. Like, Right. So I haven't done anything since I'll say 5 years. Oh, okay. So I'm hoping that my knee healed itself because I haven't done anything like at all. Like, so this opportunity you guys gave me, I was like, I need to get back in shape. And I was like, man, and I started looking at videos, my old videos that was like motivate me, and I'm like, hell yeah. So then I'm like, I'm about to go back and ask Mr. Dunbar, like, what's up? Like, and the crazy thing is I went to Vegas, right? For sure. I went to Vegas. I'm coming back from Vegas, and I see like United Brazilian, right? And I'm like, and I'm driving, coming back to California. Yeah. And I'm looking, I was like, that's Mr. Dunbar? And I'm passing by him, and there you go, Mr. Dunbar. And I said, that's a fucking sign. That's crazy. That's a fucking sign. So I was like, man, but I was like, first I'm gonna like try to like get back in shape, just running, just to get my cardio back up, and then probably start. And then also I got a new job, so I have to see what my schedule is looking like. So I wanted to go with you tomorrow with that whole. That whole shoot, man. I was like, what am I doing tomorrow? Fuck. I was like, damn. I was like, because bringing that up because you kind of low key or high key are starting to be a social media influencer.
Shit.
I mean, like, cause you get in, brand names, hitting you up and brands and trying to be.
I guess so. I guess eventually it'll all like.
Click in.
Yeah. Right now, it's like the steps are happening, but and honestly, it's not even off of me, bro. Like everything that I get or whatever, or like this, I got like a Fabletics like PR deal thing going on, like from a friend. Yeah, I mean, shout out Andy.
Shout out Andy, yeah.
Like the Aloe event, shout out Andy. You know,
shout out to Andy.
The little adventure that I was just on, shout out Taylor, shout out Bryce. You know what I mean? Like everything that kind of just happened, I just happened to be in the right place.
In the right place, yeah.
And like opportunity was meeting preparation. You know what I'm saying? So like I was staying in shape, knowing like I don't have no fights coming up. Yeah. I mean, not now. I didn't have any fights. Yeah. But I was just staying in shape. You know what I mean? Just staying active, doing it, and then boom, like opportunity meet preparation. You know what I mean? And so now like stuff starting to roll.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Then homeboy hit me up for the tomorrow little
thing. Yeah.
So I'm like, man, it's just gonna keep on.
Oh yeah, and then that's
everything's
just like
gonna
a
keep on
fucking
going.
domino effect. It's just gonna keep going.
Yeah.
And that's crazy because I'm getting a lot of DMs right now. And like, oh, we want to work with you. We want to, and I'm like, so I hit them up like, all right, so what's up with you? But it's always like, oh, you need to buy this, and you get 20. And I said, nah. And I told one of them, I was like, if you reach out to me, I shouldn't be buying your stuff. I should be giving it for free. Like, I understand if I reach out to you and be like, hey, you know what, like, what's up with the sponsorship?
Right.
Then you be like, okay, like, you know, and so I was like, man, I'm not doing this. I was like, but I have a lot, like, my DMs right now are like
going crazy.
And I'm like,
that's what that'll do.
And I'm like, nah. And it's all because of that picture. And in that picture that I post, it didn't even go big. Like, I got like 100,
what'd you get?
like 109 fucking likes.
109?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. But you know, I wasn't looking for that either. I wasn't looking for like the cloud or anything. Like I said, I didn't even talk. Wanted to take a picture with the dude.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you even tag him?
I tagged him.
Okay.
I tagged him.
Because I know you were like debating on that.
Yeah, I was like,
tag him?
yeah,
I was like, yeah, tag him.
Yeah.
He don't care.
So you know, you had this little adventure.
Right.
How did that pop off? I mean, like, you know, I'll talk about my. So when I see Mikey, right? I see Mikey posting. I'm like, the fuck? I thought that this nigga went to see the fight. I didn't think he was with like with Taylor and Bryce, and so I'm like, this nigga really went to Miami to watch these niggas fight. I'm letting you know, Taylor, I didn't like you at the time. Now I fucks with you like heavily because like, so it's crazy that social media puts this vibe out there for of the person, right?
Definitely.
So when I started, and then as me as a fighter, when I looked at that, I was like, man, these niggas is taking this as a joke. You feel me? And I'm like, people die for like doing what they want to do, like their dream, right? So I'm like, man, and I'm telling my girl, man, I don't even know how I feel about these niggas, man. Like, it's like, fuck, like, I want to fight these niggas. I don't need the money. I just want to fight them so they can see what a real boxer is, you know?
Yeah.
So, even with the Mayweather fight, I was like, man, this is all a fucking joke. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But hey, it's money, right?
At the end of the day.
Mikey hits me up and said, hey, bro, I got this, you know, like, I seen the pictures and I'm like, oh. At first I was like, okay, he knows Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
Maybe Ryan Garcia said, hey, bro, hold on. We're going to take a quick break right now.
Oh, snap.
Like I was saying, I thought Ryan just told him like spar with this niggas real fast. So I was like, man, whatever, right? I didn't. And first of all, fucking Mikey, I thought I followed this nigga. When he followed me, I'm like, the fuck, I don't follow his ass? I don't know. And he's, I made a new account.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, all right, whatever. So when he hits me up and said, hey, bro, I got this thing that I want to do. What's up? And I said, when he told me, I'm like, the fuck? So you were like the whole camp? He was like, yeah. And I'm like, damn, nigga, like you, okay, I see you. Like, you feel me? So then he started explaining to me like these niggas are cool. Like, and I'm telling him like, bro, I don't fuck with them.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I was like, I just me as a fighter, I was like,
it was hard to like,
it was for me to respect them as a fighter, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, so he said, no, like, I want you to meet him because you know, like, I want, like, you know, because you do the same thing, like, you know, you box and whatever. And I'm like, all right, cool. I was like, yeah, well, I mean, set it up and, you know, I'll give it a chance. Like, I don't know if you seen when we went to Taylor's house, I was like, to myself, I was just like I was kind of like, because I was like, I wasn't really vibing with, like, I was like, man, whatever, like, but then when we went downstairs to the studio and you guys took off and then me and Taylor were talking a little bit, it was like, oh, this nigga's different. Like, he was like,
tight. Yeah.
Like, I was like, okay, this nigga tight. Like, this nigga, like, okay, I fuck with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I was telling my girl that, and then my girl's like, why do you think that you stuck to, like, okay, let me be by myself, or like, let me not. I said, I think growing up, how we grew up here, it's like we don't trust nobody. So we're like, I don't know. Like,
oh yeah, and definitely like if you show like the slightest bit of like being a fan, you feel me? Then everybody's kind of like,
oh, these niggas,
you're a dick rider or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you're just a fan. Like,
you
feel me? Like, we'll get a lot of hate for being supportive.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Like, just out here.
Yeah.
So I kind of get what you're saying, too, because in the beginning, I was like, oh, this TikTok thing, like, they're kind of making money, and there's people really trying to box and make that money. You know what I mean? But, yeah, we started that camp, man, with them, and at first, I didn't even know Taylor or Bryce. I didn't know who they were. I didn't know about TikTok. If you go on my TikTok, I have, like, 13 followers or 20 followers or something like that. I have 2 videos up. I'm not on TikTok, like, at all. You know what I'm saying? So I really didn't even know. But when I got there and I shook their hands, I met them and stuff like that, then I started kind of knowing. And, like, days had gone by where we're, like, training, and people would DM me, like, oh, you're so lucky. Or, like, yo, how did you do this? Yo, like, how do you know them? Like, do you know them? And I would reply, like, what are you talking about? Like, I had no idea.
You didn't know who these people were.
No idea, bro. Like, even on the way up there, they were telling me their names. They were like, he was like, it's Bryce Hall and Taylor Holder. I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know. You feel me? I still didn't know until, like, the day after, the next day. So we trained, shook their hands, boom, boom, boom. They were just saying, like, you know, we're not professionals or anything. And I'm like, okay, yeah, perfect. Like, I'm not either. You know what I mean? Like, let's just work. I'm just strictly here to work. And that's another thing. The reason we got there was because me and Mike were trying to train, like, or work pretty much. We're trying to do mitt work, body work, like, which we've been doing, right? Yeah. But there was a time where our schedules weren't working. So, like, I would miss him or he would miss me. Or we would just barely, like, not be able to work together. And I hit him up one day, and I was just like, yo, like, let's work. Like, I'm still trying to work. I hit him up, like, 3 days in a row. Yeah, Mike.
Okay.
And he was like, bro, like, I got us work. And I was like, for sure. Like, I'm there. Tell me when, where, bro. Yeah. Like, I didn't care. You know what I mean? I just wanted to train. And he was like, bro, San Diego at 10 a.m., Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We're sparring. Bet. He didn't even tell me Bryce or Taylor, right? Yeah. He didn't tell me the names yet. Bro, so I showed up on Wednesday, 10 a.m. in San Diego. They were nowhere to be found. They didn't. I had to just go to my cousin's house, who thankfully lives in San Diego. Yeah. And I was like, man, I don't know what this dude is on, but, like, I'm just trying to train, bro. Yeah. I drove to San Diego for it. You know what I mean? And then he texted me or he was like, you know what, bro, my bad. Like, they didn't end up doing it today. They just have, like, schedules that aren't like certain. You know what I mean? So then he was like, bro, call this number and talk to him. And it was the coach, which was Ryan Garcia's dad, Henry Garcia. And he was like, yeah, man, like, we need another sparring partner. Like, come on Friday. So I ended up staying the night at my cousin's house in San Diego so that I was there on Friday for it. And then that was the very first day, like, I had actually met him.
Where'd you guys train? At his house, Ryan's house, or it was a gym?
Yeah, it was a Canelo gym out
okay,
there.
Yeah.
Like some secret location that you can't even, like, there's no sign on it or nothing.
Yeah, like fucking, you walk in, it's like, oh, what the fuck?
You would not be able to tell.
I'm about to get killed right now. You know what I'm saying?
It was super crazy. Dope gym, though. Dope gym. Super fun. The whole experience was dope, man.
Yeah, I bet. I bet, because, like, even, like, when, like, I will have, like, camps with, like, you know, like, or MMA fighters fighting, or I used to love, I'm like, oh, coach, like, who wants to be, I'm like, right here, like, because I want to get that work in too, you know what I'm saying? I want to get, like, I was sparring, his name is Marvin, I want to say his name is Marvin Garcia too. He was a king. I'm not sure if his name is last name is Garcia.
Is he like a really big, like, white dude?
He's small, but he's stocky, white dude. And he's from Riverside, but he trained with Mr. Dunbar. Okay. And he was the King of the Cage champ.
Okay.
And I think I was like 145 or some shit like that. So he's like, who wants to spar with him? And I was like, me. And then, like, coach is like, man, like, this fucking guy.
This dude don't quit.
Like, honestly, like, I'm trying to, you know, prove to him that I want to fight, that I'm good, that I know what I'm doing.
Right.
So he's like, all right, so I got in there, fucking, you know, he's a wrestler, so I'm a jiu-jitsu guy, so, like, every time he took me down, I'm like, but he was heavier than me, so I was like, he's like laying on me, trying to punch him, like, what the fuck, get off of me. And Dumbo was like, okay, dude, like, you. So then I finally got a fight, and it was a Muay Thai fight. He's still not an MMA fight.
Damn.
So he goes, coach goes, hey, you MMA fight? I was like, oh, I'm there, bro. Like, what's? He's like, what weight class you want to fight? I was like, 125. Like, For sure. So we get there and it's like at the time I was already cutting weight for Pan Ams. Mm-hmm. So I was with the gi. I have to weigh 135. So with the gi is like 10 pounds. I'm like, so I'm already almost there. So I'm like, I told coach, like, should I do Pan Ams? He's like, nah, fuck Pan Ams. Go do this Muay Thai fight. I was like, for sure. I guess the dude I was fighting was like pretty good. Yeah. I fucking destroyed him.
Oh, really?
I fucking like.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, like he at the end I was tired and he fucking kicked my head. Boom, I got dazed. But it was like the last couple seconds and I'm like, what? I'm trying to swing and that fool just taking off of me. Bom, bom, bom. And I'm just like, oh shit. Like, so then I grab him and then like I turn him and I start pounding on him. Bah, 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 bah. And the bell rings and I'm like, fuck, thank God. Yeah. So I was like, God damn. Like, and my girl was like, damn, like you almost got knocked out. I was like, yeah. But I also hurt my toe. And when I did a push kick and I hit it with my toe, so my toe got jammed. Okay. So every time I put my foot down, it was like a pain, it will go all the way to my back, and I'm like, fuck. Oh, shit. So I'm like, and this happened the second round, so I'm like, oh. So every time I step down, I was like, you see me like I step and I kind of like bounce back up, like.
You have the video?
Yeah, I got the video. Yeah, I'll show you after this.
Yeah, I'll try to watch it.
And then so I was like, yeah, for sure. Like I was like and then right after that's when I got hurt doing a jiu-jitsu tournament.
I took first at Pan Am.
Yeah. Well, the first Pan Ams I got disqualified supposedly because I slammed the dude. But you know, if you fall on your knees with gi, if you fall on your knee, well, the rules is if you fall on your knees, it's not slamming. So I picked him up. I'm trying to break his gi. I'm trying to break his guard, and then like he's slipping. So I like go to my knees, but when I fall to my knees, he like fucking does all this fucking. Yeah. So then the coach is talking to him talking to the guy in Portuguese, and the goes like, I'm like, I told my coach, I told Dunbar, like, so I showed him videos, like, he's like, damn it, because he like had just walked away to do something. When I came back, he's like, what happened? I was like, got disqualified. He's like, for what? I was like, supposedly slamming him. So then I showed him the video, and he goes, because one of the dudes, his name is Kevin, goes, yeah, he slammed him. And then he was like, okay. Like, so then, but he didn't know the rules. He didn't know like that you could go straight to your knees. So when I showed him the video, he was like, man, that's not slamming. I was like, fuck. I was like, come on, man. Like,
damn. Well, that's why his ass should have been there.
Yeah. So I was like, fuck. But it's all good. I was like, it's a good experience. But I think also I wasn't right in the head because I cut so much weight.
Oh yeah.
Because I went down to 125.
Man, cutting weight will take the fun out of.
Dude, that's the thing that I hate about fighting.
That's the only thing that everybody hates about fighting. I mean, like even like UFC fighter champions, they'll tell you like besides the weight cut, they love their job.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like they love fighting, but the weight cut just sucks man.
That
like, shit is just ridiculous.
Like I'm just like, what? I could like, and I used to work at church at the time, bro. So like the food, like the fucking chicken was like there, and I'm like, oh, eating here, a piece of little fucking fish. I was like, fuck. I was like, and then the only thing I would do, I would just get a breast and then put it in the oven. So like it would just be like, it wouldn't be fried. It would be baked.
Oh, gotcha.
And I was like, oh man, but it wasn't the same. And like every time after the fucking fight, I'm like, oh, I want a burger.
Oh yeah.
Like even if I did another tournament and I fought in my regular weight class, and I fucking destroyed I got the video too. I destroyed that tournament.
Oh, okay.
It was in, I don't know what, it was South Beach. I think it was called South Beach.
This was in Miami?
No, this was right here. It's called, the tournament is called South Beach. Oh. I think it's South Beach or something beach. So I went, the first time I went, my dumb ass didn't cut enough weight. So.
You got bumped.
Oh.
They bumped you to the neck. Oh, yeah.
And these guys were fucking huge. And I'm like, fuck.
That's a problem.
So this guy just laid on me like the whole time.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to like fucking try to get out, but I couldn't because the dude was like buff, and I'm like, fuck. I was like, man, fuck that. So then my coach like, next time you're gonna cut weight. And then for Pan Ams, I cut too much weight. So way too much.
Way under.
Yeah, like cause I went down to with the gi I had to be 125.
Right.
So I was like,
with the gi you had to be 135.
No, 125.
125?
Yeah.
You were 135 with the gi?
No, I had to, with the gi, I went down to 125. So I had to, with the gi, I had to weigh 125.
I see.
So I went down to like 116 or some shit.
Right.
And I barely made it. Like the guy looks at me and goes, And I was like, what? And he's like, you over. And I'm like, what? And he goes, looks down. I was like, fuck. And he's like, it's okay. He just lets me go. But like, I was over
so
like,
over like an ounce.
Yeah, like,
Maybe.
yeah. And I'm like, come on, dude. And then the next one that I went down to 120. I cut down, to my regular weight. That was 135. So I didn't even cut nothing. I said, man, fuck it. And I destroyed the fucking thing. And I'm like, hell yeah. Like, but the weight cutting sucks, man.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if it wasn't for weight cutting, I think a lot of like fighters or wrestlers or whatever,
yeah,
they'd probably go a lot longer than, not in a match, but like in their career. Like they'd continue the sport, but because of the weight cuts and because of stuff like that, they're like, dude, we're done. Like when you go to like in high school wrestling, it's a long season. Like you got dual matches, and you got tournaments, and then you got like CIF, then you have masters, and then you have state. It's a long process. It's like 6 months worth of
just
making weight.
Yeah,
every week just making weight. And like, dude, masters came along, and I literally legit not like, this is kind of embarrassing to say on camera, I cried myself to sleep, dude. Like I had to make weight, and I literally sat in bed, and like I was so hungry, I just started crying. I was just so hungry, you know what I mean? Like I was just like, I just have to make weight tomorrow. And so what it did was like, it made me unmotivated to go to state. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't want to relive that night. You know what I'm saying? Like I got to make weight again next week, or I think there was a gap week actually where they give you a week off and then the state tournament like the week after, something like that. That might have been for CF. I'm not too sure, but there was like, I was just like, I'm not trying to cut weight no more. You know what I mean? And then they have like, the tournaments are 2 day long. So like you got to make weight the first day and the second day.
Oh, fuck.
And you're like, dude,
that.
I just wrestled like 5 matches. I'm trying to go eat. You know what I mean? Yeah, I didn't go to state. Went to masters. That was
I was gonna say, well, I had a fight. I had an MMA fight. Like this is my first MMA fight, and my coach said, "What weight class you want to fight at?" And I said, 125. He's all right, cool, bro. I cut down. I was like a 127, right? And I was like, man. And I called Dunbar. I said, dude, I cannot get these 2 pounds off of me. So what do you mean? It's like, in the fight, it's like in 2 days.
Right.
I was like, I can't get it. I was like, I ran. I put this, like, I sat in my car with this fucking sweatsuit on. Nothing is fucking happening. He was, you took a shit. I was like, I don't have nothing in my system. I'm fucking hungry. He was like, fuck. I was all right, come to the gym. So I went to the gym. He put me on a treadmill. I'm going. I'm telling you, I'm sweating so much.
Right.
I weigh in. I weighed over there. Nothing. Still 127. I was like, fuck, man. And he was like, it's all right. They're probably just gonna tell you like, they're gonna, cause when you fight at Saboba, they give you tickets to sell.
Right. Yeah.
So then like, he's like, they're probably just gonna be like, oh, you have to pay like an extra $50 or something.
I see.
So I was like, fuck. I was all right. So I didn't sell that much tickets. They give you 10 tickets. I sold like 3.
Oh shit.
It was it was my girl, my dad, and one of my friends that was already going, but he bought it for me.
Okay.
Like he bought the ticket for me.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, fuck. So we get to the weigh-ins. I was like, man, the time I'm already telling him to do is like, I didn't make weight. And he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, I'm over 2 pounds. He was like, all right. Well, let's just weigh. So I weigh in. Boom, 125. Like, I just fucking like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
well, because every scale is different too.
Yeah.
So they could have had a lighter scale.
Yeah.
But that was some God.
Yeah.
That was a God.
So he goes, all right. So how much tickets did you sell? And I said, fucking 3. He goes, really? And I was like, bro, I don't have nobody that wants to come and watch me all the way in Escondido, bro. Like, and it was at a farm.
Oh, it was outside.
Yeah, because you know how they had Gladiator,
right?
And it was at Saboba,
right?
So for some reason, Saboba didn't want to do that no more because they're sketchy as fuck.
Saboba sketchy?
No, fucking Gladiator.
Oh, okay.
So my boy,
sketchy. Oh,
yeah, my boy was fighting, right? His dude didn't make weight, and he just took off.
Oh shit.
So he took off. So they went in the stands and asking like, "Hey, you guys want to fight? You guys want to fight?" So the guy goes, "Yeah, I get in there." Gave him like probably like $200 or something. He goes in there. My boy was like, "What the fuck? Like that's not the dude that I was supposed to fight." So he was like, "Yeah, look." And then he was like, then he's telling Dunbar, like, "That's not the guy I'm supposed to fight." And he goes, "Oh shit." I was like, "Oh, you got it." Like, because this guy looked like, so my boy went in there and like 2 hits, fucking put him asleep.
Oh, nice.
So then he was like, man, like, I don't even feel like this was a fight. Like,
yeah, you just gave me a bum.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? So,
you gave me the fucking dude with 2 hot dogs in his
bro,
hand.
and it was crazy because I was really like 2 rows up when they were coming around. Hey, you guys want to fight?
Shit.
You guys want to fight? So I'm like, and my boy was up next.
Right. Oh, no.
So I'm like, man, I was like, I should go in there, whoop his ass. But I was like, nah. So then the guy was like, oh, yeah, I'll go in there. So he goes in there and dude, like, fucking 2 hits, boom, goes to sleep.
Dude, imagine you went in there and fucked up your homie. I'm like some last like second surprise motherfucker. Yeah, just went in there and he's like, bro.
Yeah, that'd be some shit.
Bro, he would never be your friend again.
You know, he was like, bro, you should have let me win. I was like, I should have, man.
Yeah,
but you're gonna get paid more than I was, so fuck that.
Tell him to give you another 200 on top of it.
So I'm fighting. So Boba kicked them out, and they went to this fucking farm, like weird fucking place, like in the middle of like it's really in Escondido, like it was Escondido, like it was fucking hidden. And I fucking it was my 21st birthday. So I'm like, my mom threw me a party. So I was gonna fight and just come back.
Okay.
So I was supposed to go. I was supposed to be the 3rd fight.
Okay.
So the guy goes in there, and I'm thinking I'm fighting this white dude, like, and I'm talking to this dude that I'm supposedly fighting, and I'm like, who you fighting? And he was like, oh, the guy over there. I was like, all right. So then I tell the next dude, I was like, hey, who you fighting? And he goes, oh, he's over there somewhere. And I'm like, he's like, who you fighting? I was like, I don't know. His name was Eddie something. So my coach Dunbar shows up and goes, what, like, have you met your fighter yet? Have you looked at him? Because these motherfuckers would try to play you.
Yeah. I
said, I haven't. So then they push my fight back. So I'm like, my Dunbar goes, they trying to play you. So my boy Eddie, Edgar was he was next. He was supposed to be like the co-main event. They pushed him to the next fight. So they pushed him in, and he fought the dude I was supposed to fight.
Oh, this is fucking
a shit show. Yeah, so my friend was like, isn't that the dude you saw? Like, so when they were fighting, boom, he tapped him out. So when like they shook hands, whatever, he was like, oh shit, like this is not the dude I was like. He even like was like, so the dude that my boy was supposed to fight didn't show up. So they put him with the guy I was supposed to fight. So when I was up next,
you didn't fight.
But it was this ball fast fucking dude. And when they came up to me, they was like, oh, we got to fight. You're up next. Get ready. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like yeah. So Denver comes to me. He's like, you ain't fighting. I said, what do you mean? He's like, you see the guy that's over there? And I'm looking. I'm like, which one? He's like, the little stocky guy. He's like, yeah, that's your opponent. And I'm like, that's not the. I was like, I didn't meet the dude. I didn't meet the dude that I was supposed to fight. Yeah. So Mr. Dunbar goes, hey, I want him to get weighed because he's fighting at 125. Yeah. And he was like, all right, yeah. So like they have that fool, like you can see that fool running back and forth.
Oh yeah, he was way bigger.
So he comes, they know he's not Mr. Dunbar. No, I need it right now. They fucking put him. They put the scale. He was at 175.
Oh my god.
I was like, and when Mr. Dunbar goes, it's up to you. You want to fight this guy? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I was like, I'm not letting you. I said, why not? He's like, I was like, you don't have faith in me? He's like, I have faith in you. But the game plan is like, you're going to have to run around the whole fucking thing. Like throw a couple punches, run around, get him tired. And then, so I'm like, man, I was like, fuck. So the guy goes, oh, let me find you somebody else. They're trying to fight. So the white dude that fought first, they asked him, hey, you want to fight again? Oh. And he looks at me, and then he looks back and he shakes his head. I'm like, but he was scrawny too. So I'm like, man, what the fuck? And I'm like, so I was like, I'm telling Miss Dunbar, I was like, dude, like I have a party at my house, like I should be at right now. He's all right, give me like 30 minutes. I was all right, so then they go in. Nobody wants to fight me. So that dude comes up to me and goes, what about just a like MMA match? I mean, a jiu-jitsu match. And when Dunbar was like, you gonna sit on him? Like, this is not fair. Yeah. And then so like I was like, man, fuck it. So then the guy gives me my money back for the tickets, right? So I was like, man, I don't. What the fuck? It was like $30. I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do with $30? So then the dude that was like the main event, the dude that was in the main event goes, hey, bro, you not fighting? I was like, nah, bro. Like I guess the fighter, they fucked up the whole fight. If I wouldn't say nothing, he would have fought somebody that was like not even the guy that he was supposed to fight.
Oh my god! What organization is this?
It was Gladiator.
Gladiator.
I don't know if they're still around, but
I don't even know if they are. But I definitely heard of them. I
yeah,
definitely know what that is.
It was their first were at Saboba, and then
so Gladiator,
and then after that, I think Saboba was like, "Nah, we ain't having your shit anymore." So that's when they went to this fucking farm.
That's just like, bro. That imagine you went out there with that 175, dude.
I would have got fucked.
Bro,
Well, I told Mr. Dunbar, I was like, I think I would have like, cause I fought like when we train, I'm fucking.
But
beating
at 125, that fool probably would have kicked you in the head or something.
Yeah, I would have been gone.
Was he? It doesn't even.
Well, he was short and stocky, and I was like, I could have took off on him, but I was like, nah, because we had guys like the guy, my buddy that fought to do the bum dude.
Right.
He was fighting at 175, and I'm doing work with him.
Okay.
But because he was slower, so I'm fast, bah, bah, bah,
Right.
and I'm tagging him, bah, 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 and he would hit me, but I was like, man, you don't.
It don't hurt.
Dude, I had a guy that was his name was Marcus.
Okay.
He's like 6 foot something, tallest
Black dude.
black dude.
Marcus. Oh nah, I'm thinking of a different dude.
He has kids. They're like four girls.
Yeah. 4 girls.
I think it's like
one girl. It was at United. He's at United.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know where he trains now?
No.
I think he's in like LA now. I mean, if it's
And he has like his wife is like short.
I haven't met his wife.
Oh.
I don't even know.
But yeah, this dude is a black dude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this dude,
He's a bigger dude.
yeah, he's 6 something. He's tall.
Yeah.
So like we going at it, and I fucking catch him in the fucking ribs, boom, in the ribs, right? That fool folds, and I was like, "Oh my bad, bro." He's like, "Nah." He's like, "Bro, like you the only person that hits me in my ribs and it hurts."
Is it this dude?
Oh no. No, this guy was a multi fighter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I hit him in the ribs, bro. This fool folded. He's like, "Damn, man, you like what the fuck?" And I was like, "My bad." You know how when you go on the ribs, you kind of come up.
Right.
You don't come this way.
Right. You get.
So everybody's doing this, right? Yeah. So when I hit him up, boom,
Get in there.
he just folds.
Body.
Coach Carter goes, "What the fuck? What happened?" I was like, "I hit him in the ribs." So then he looks at everybody, and everybody's like doing this. He's like, wait. Why are we swinging like this?
Yeah.
Come like up. And he was like, they're like, why? I was like, and everybody was like, nah. Marcus was, no. Keep doing what you guys are doing. But, you know, I started boxing first, so I know how to. So you knew. I know how to hit.
That's a proper body shot.
Yeah, like you don't come like this. Yeah. You know, and then so I'm telling everybody, it's like, that's why. And then I didn't realize that they were doing that.
They were just straight.
Like it was just like a hook.
Right.
Not a kind of
like a,
yeah.
In the body.
So then everybody started doing it, and then they're like, "Oh shit!" I mean, I'm a type of dude that I go into the hit. Like if I see you coming in, I'm going in it.
Oh, I see.
Like I like to get hit, and the reason why is like I learned like if I know how to get if you hit me with an uppercut, I'm gonna know what the fuck that feels like.
Right.
So, Marcus was coming in right with a knee, and I ducked my head. Boom! And I was like, oh shit! I was like, God damn! And my coach Carlos goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "I need to know what it feels like to get hit with a knee." He was like, "You're fucking dumb," and I'm like, "Nope, I'm not." And then he was like, "All right, so then." So then he goes, "All right, that sounds like a plan. Like everybody's gonna start doing that," and everybody's like, "No, we." And I was like, "Dude, that's like the only way that I would like." Okay, if I see somebody, if I get hit with a knee, I won't be like, "Oh shit." I already know what it feels like. And he was like, "Abraham, you something else, bro." I was like, I don't know. What's the worst, like when you're sparring, what's the worst, like injury, not an injury, but like
that could happen.
That happened to you.
Oh shit. Well, okay, so this was actually at United. And
I'm gonna stop you right there. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. So you're saying you were at United.
Yeah, so I was at United. This wasn't too long ago either. This was probably within the year.
Okay.
Like within a year ago. I'm pretty much like sparring this dude, right? MMA.
Mm-hmm.
We're not in a ring. We're actually in the like you know where he was holding the jiu-jitsu sessions.
Yeah.
Like in that long room.
Oh yeah.
We were in there, and it was just me and him, bro. And this dude is like 175. What's
his name?
I don't know. Kind of a bigger black dude too.
Elijah.
Glasses. Elijah? Is it Elijah?
Elijah, I think is his name.
I think it might be.
Yeah, I know him.
He's kind of a bigger dude, wears glasses.
Yeah.
He fought for like LFA.
Yeah.
So anyways, we're
Elijah,
sparring,
I think it's Elijah. Yeah, I think it's Elijah.
Yeah, one of his more recent like MMA
guys,
beasts, right?
Yeah.
Beasts. So, anyways, we're fighting. Boom, boom. We're going like, all right, boom. First round done. Boom. Second round done. Third round, dude, like he rocks my shit, like just straight like.
Yeah, he's
bro,
good.
I'm like, I don't know where I'm at. You know what I mean? Like I'm in a washing machine right now. Like, this shit is crazy. But I kind of like back up and I hit the wall, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna lean against the wall and like rest pretty much. If this dude didn't stop, right? Like he's still going. Coming at me. Yeah. So I'm like, fuck. Like if he does even just a touch, like I'm dropping. Boom, you know what I mean? Like it's good night. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I'm kind of just like against the wall, and I'm seeing like 3 of them walk towards me, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And I kind of just time it, and as soon as he gets here, he kind of like cocks back, and I pretty much just like grab him, and I like saved my ass. But the scary part about it was like, right when he clipped me, like I didn't mean to. I technically did mean to get away from him, but I didn't mean to like walk back. It kind of just like rocked me so hard that I like wobbled back. You know what I mean? Like I was like, oh shit, and then boom, I hit the wall, and I was like, thank God. I probably would have fallen if I didn't hit that wall. To be honest.
Shit.
But anyways, I'm seeing like 3 of them. And yeah, he just walking and I'm like, oh no, please stop walking towards me. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't want you to keep coming. Like, but whatever. So he keeps coming, and I time it perfectly to where like he's about to like just finish me on the wall, and I just grab him, and we start grappling. And grappling is my thing. So like, you know what I mean?
You came back.
Held my own there. Yeah. But that was a scary. I thought I was.
Have you ever been rocked like that before?
Not before that. Not before
no.
that.
Yeah, I have a man. No, I'll tell you a story before I tell you the one that I have. So when I was younger, I thought I was the shit. Like I thought I was like, oh, I'll beat anybody ass. So I'm at my aunt's house, and I told the story before on the podcast. But I was like, man, I'm a thug. I'm my aunt fucking taking the groceries inside the house. So I look and I see this little Asian dude walking by, and I said, he looks at me and I said, what the fuck you looking at? He said, what? I said, what's up? What you want? Bro, this fool pulled me. He fucking folded me.
Word? Like
folded me, bro. Like I'm telling you, like I hit him once. God. What I remember, I tagged him and I said, yeah, boom. That's all I remember. I said, yeah, boom. Like my cousin comes out running. He's like, starts cracking up. How you got? But this dude is shorter than me.
Right. Oh.
I said, this little motherfucker knows karate. You know. So I get up and I said, what happened? I'm trying to still fight. I guess I was out for like probably like couple of seconds, and I was like, what happened? And my cousin's like, you got rocked, nigga. What? It's like, so I'm looking around and I'm like, I see the Asian dude just like this.
Yeah.
And he has like a little mark right here because that's where I caught him. And I was like, so I get up and I was like, what the fuck? What happened? He's like, you got rocked. And my cousin and that guy's older brother knew each other, so they come run in.
Yeah.
And like since that day, me and this dude has been. I haven't seen him in, I'd say like 5, maybe 6 years. I haven't seen him, so I don't know what he's up to. But I actually do want to bring him to the podcast so we could talk about that.
That'd be crazy.
Because like
he's probably a kung fu like
master or something now. But he was doing like producing. That's the last time I talked to him. That's what he was doing. So he's probably somewhere in LA.
You know what's funny is like friendships come from fighting each other. Like and literally, I don't know what it is about men.
Yeah.
But like when you fight, it's like I just want to hug you. Like respect is given. You know what I mean?
And then after that, we just became really cool.
Right.
He'll go to my fights, and then like after like I win, he'll walk up to the guy and be like, "Hey, I knocked his ass out. You couldn't even do it. One hit," and he walks away. I'm like, "Fuck!" But when I was I think the worst one that I got was getting hit in the nuts.
Oh, the nuts.
Oh man, like this guy fucking did like a field goal with my nuts. Like we're sparring. Like so, how Coach Carlos had it was like, so the guys are fighting like, say professional fighting, kept them in a group, then like people that are coming up and then beginners.
Right. So
then that day he ended up switching. Like he was all right, we're gonna get the guys that are experienced with the beginners. Okay. And so he put me with this guy that was his first day. So I'm telling this guy, so we sparring, and then Coach Carter goes, go, you know, 35%. All what that means is you just touching.
Right.
Right, and you doing the moves. So we start picking it up while we go. So I'm going and I'm telling him, all right, dude, he's like, you never done this before. And he goes, no, I never done this. I'm like, all right. So I was like, you know, 1, 2 is just boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, you could go with a hook or you could come with the leg.
Right.
I said, so it's up to you. So whatever you want to do. And he's like, okay. So he didn't know how to kick. So this dude goes, all right. So we're going, and I'm holding my gloves as mids. So like I'm just like boom, boom, and I'm teaching them, you know. So Coach Carter goes, all right, pick it up. So I was all right, dude, we're gonna pick it up. Like now, like, you know, your combinations, you could kick, now you just have to, you know, kick, do whatever you have to do to survive. I said, because when he says, all right, 100% is when the timer starts, and then we're gonna spar like 100%.
Yeah.
And he goes, all right, so like we're picking out, and he's going. So I call, all right, sparring time. He takes off of me, pop, 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 and I'm just blocking it, right? Yeah. This fool goes, this is me, and he goes, boom, like I'm telling you, just like a field goal. And like, you know, when you have your cup and then that back piece hurts. Like
still hurts.
The back piece got my gooch and like scooped up, and I just fucking folded, boom. And I'm like, oh fuck, like I'm screaming. My Coach Carter goes, you're right. I said, nah. Like I turned white.
Oh shit.
So he's like, are you gonna pass out? I said, I don't know. I was like, I can't, dude. So then like I went outside to like throw water in my face. Like I couldn't walk. Like so I took off my fucking my cup, and the dude was scared because he thought I was gonna beat his ass. And I'm like, fuck. Like, and I went outside and I'm like walking around screaming because like it wasn't going away. Like, and it was like this pain like that. And I was like, fuck. And then like Coach Carter's like, make sure like your nuts are still there. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I put my fucking, so I grabbed him, and he's like, he's like, you bleeding? So I'm like, nah. Because I told him that the fucking end of the cup, like it scooped or something.
Right up the ass.
Yeah. So then I'm like, I got fucking raped. And so then so I just stopped practicing. I just sit down. The whole day I felt like shit. Like I'm like, what? My stomach was upset. Like, I'm like, fuck. So the next day I wake up and I could not walk. So I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, and I had to go to work. So I had to call my brother. I was like, bro, I can't walk. He said, why? I was like, my nuts hurt. And he was like, what? So are you gonna go? And he said, you gonna get checked? And I was like, nah. I was like, I'm gonna just, so I got fucking ice my balls. And I was like, if I can't walk the next day, then I'll go. The next day I was fine. I went to practice the next day. Everybody's like, you good? I was like, dude, like that was the worst like hit ever. Like even though like, you know, I broke my fucking my thumbs, my fucking shoulder dislocated, my knees fucked up, my toes. That was the worst fucking pain ever. So then like the dude didn't show up like for like,
he's probably done. Yeah,
for like cool like 2 weeks, 3 weeks he didn't show up. I go to the bank and I see him and I say, hey dude, like, you know, and that fool like looked at me, goes, I said, what's up? And he was like, don't hurt me. I said, what the fuck? I said, nah, dude. I haven't seen you in the gym. Like, oh, bro, I didn't go back because I thought you was gonna beat my ass.
Oh my god.
And I said, nah. I said, the only time I do that shit is when motherfuckers will go in the gym thinking that they can't fight.
Oh yeah.
Like the ones the dude walks in and goes, man, I got like 30 street fights. I haven't lost one. I was okay for sure, and I'm wrapping my hands. Yeah, man. I was like, and I know, and if I don't lose in the streets, I don't know, I can't lose in the ring. I said, yeah, you right. So now I'm keeping my rap. I looked at Coach Carlos and I was like, and he goes, all right, because he's talking to Coach Carlos too. Like, yeah, man, like I'm ready. Like, put me with the best guy you got in here. And then it was me, my boy Edgar, and then his name was Marvin, one of them, cool little black dude, and he's like, yeah, I got you. So they put him with Marvin. Marvin he's scared kind of like to hurt him or something,
right?
Because he's like, if you see him, you be like, oh, this dude is like, he's mean, but he's the cool, like he's the softest fucking dude because he's stocky though. He's
right.
So he's like, oh, I don't want to hurt this dude. So he goes with my boy Edgar. My boy Edgar's more like technical. He does like technical stuff. Not me. I'm taking your head off. Like, so he walks up to me. He was like, oh, Coach Carter said go with you. I said, for sure. So I started, 30%, just tagging him. And he's trying to like take my head off with like shots and I'm blocking him.
Yeah, just out the gate.
So and I told Coach Carter, like, come on, just fucking go to 100. And he was all right. Sparring, man, I'm just having him in the corner, just in that room. I had him in the corner, just by the window, bow, just throwing elbows. And he's just looking at me like, what the fuck, man? I was like, oh, I thought you had like 30 fucking street fights. Like, what's up?
Yeah.
And he was like, nah, man. I was like, it's different. I was like, yeah. So stop talking shit, because when you get in the ring, it's a whole different. So then that same week, we had a smoker.
Okay.
So Coach Dunbar would just throw anybody in there. He told Coach Dunbar, and this is just Muay Thai. Like he told Coach Dunbar he wanted me as to do MMA with him.
Okay.
Coach Dunbar said no. Why? He's like, he will fuck you up. And then I went up, and then me and I don't know who the dude was, but it was just like, I guess he was teaching the people, like the parents, how like it begins, like how the beginners start progressing. Like, okay, this is what he's gonna look like when he keeps training. So he put me and the other dude. So we were going at it, and he told Dunbar, like, yeah, good thing you didn't put me in there with him. And then Coach Carlos was like, he fucked you up like last week. Like, what the fuck? But this dude never came back. Like, the dudes that say that never come back.
Yeah.
Never Those come
dudes,
back.
Yeah, because, I don't know.
It's a whole different.
I feel like that's an ego thing, too.
Yeah.
Like, they think that they're going to come in and just, like, beat up whoever. And then it's like, oh, I can't. So then they maybe go to a different gym or something. Like, they just can't show their face in that.
Yeah, he's like, nah, I can't. Like, We had a dude that came back, and he apologized to everybody in the class. Oh, really? He goes, my bad, man. I thought I was going to come in here and do some shit. I'm like, well, you didn't. You definitely did. You got a lot of work.
Definitely not.
And then we had a special dude that he's special. He was special. Like, literally, like.
Yeah, just special.
So he will go in there and then practice with us. So this dude was a bodybuilder. And we're going the special guy? This other dude that showed up.
That's scary because they're already strong.
Yeah, no. This dude just linky, bro. Like this fucking pan, just super small. And so we're in the morning classes. So it's mostly all upper belts, like old upper belts. So they just go in there and just to do like their practice. They don't want to go crazy. So we get there. I get there, and they're like, "Oh, Abraham, we got this new guy," and I said, "Big old white dude." And I was like, "Oh, what's up, man? How you doing?" He's like, "No, I'm here to practice." We're like already trying to like say his little like intimidation, like I'm big. So I was like, all right, what's up? And I started changing. We call him Frank, but that's not his. The special dude, that's not his name. Yeah. I was like, what's up, Frank? He's like, what's up, man? And he started telling me about the fights that are coming up, and I was like, oh yeah, you want to watch him? He's like, yeah. I was like, all right, for sure. So we go in there. So the guy that was teaching the class, his name was Jimmy. He goes, Jimmy. He said, oh, my name is Jimmy. I'm teaching the class because Dunbar is doing business stuff. But he will be walking in and out. Okay. She's all right, cool. So when we start sparring, this is jiu-jitsu. We start sparring. He goes, hey, take it easy on us because we're older. So Jimmy and the white dude go first. Dude fucking mess up his knee, like off the back, like Jimmy. Yeah, he's like, Jimmy starts screaming. He's like, man, I told you to go easy, man. Like we're all like just trying to practice. Yeah. Oh, yeah, well, don't be in here. We're like trying to. So that whatever. So Jimmy went and sit down. Then he goes we tell him like with him, like you definitely have to go easy because he's special. And he's like, well, if he's special, you shouldn't be in here. I said, oh, so I'm sparring, I don't know where I see fucking Frank just like fucking in the air doing cartwheels. Oh no! I said, oh shit, he fucking falls. He's like, oh, but he gets up like nothing. Right. But still like.
He's messing him up.
So Jimmy comes up to me. He's like, bro, like you have to like fuck this guy up. I said, I got you, bro. I just hold him in my guard. Just could not break it. He was getting mad. He was getting fucking angry, and he was like, what the fuck? And he's like pushing my fucking. And I'm just like this, and like holding my guard, and I'm like not even shaking. And he's like fucking, and like what the fuck? And then he punches right, but he like punches like on my head, like. But I just do this, and he hits the mat. Dunbar comes in and goes, what the fuck is going on in here? Because he's screaming. Right. And then Jimmy goes, oh, this dude like is mad because he can't get off. He can't break his guard. And then Dunbar's like, get out.
Yeah, that dude's a
he told him to get out right away. And he's like, what the fuck? So then I seen him at the LA Fitness. I went in there.
Is he like a Mexican bald dish?
No, I don't know if he's Mexican, but he's white and he's bald. I haven't seen him.
I've experienced a dude like that, and I figure since we're in the same city, it might be the same.
It probably is because I seen he went to not too long ago. I seen him at Home Depot, and I was clowning on him because I did the same thing at LA Fitness.
And I was clowning on him.
I was like, "What's up, dude?" I was like, "You still mad?" And he goes, his homies like, "Mad? Whoa, mad? Oh, you talking to me?" I said, "Nah, I'm talking to the ham." And he goes, "Oh no, I'm not mad." I said, "Oh, that's what's up." And he's like, the homie started talking. He's like, "What are you mad?" He's like, And he's like, tell him, bro, tell him. Like, you couldn't break my guard, my small ass. You couldn't. And then his homie was like, oh, and started climbing on them too. And then I just walked away. Then I seen him on Home Depot's like, what's up, bro? You still just doing jujitsu? And he goes,
You don't even fucking.
yeah, he don't even fucking. You don't even do anything. But man, I wanted to talk to you about something I sent you the other day.
You sent me something.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
About Taylor. We were going back to Taylor.
Okay, what's up?
About that company that he fought with, it went bankrupt. You think that's real?
Oh yeah. Man, I don't even know that. I can't sit here and say that I know. But but I can say that that like the rumors or whatever, like something happened. I can say something happened. I can't sit here and say exactly what happened.
Yeah. No.
But I know definitely like it's some sketchy stuff going on.
That's crazy.
Yeah, for sure. And
like,
it kind of sucks because like not only for the fighters, but like
for the people that was
for the people
like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's whatever. I mean, me and Vito, we would do it regardless.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's like, damn, man. Like we were kind of hoping on it. You know what I mean? Like we were not expecting it, but we were like hoping on it. You know what I mean? And now that shoot, nobody really. I think maybe. This could be a whole nother thing, but I don't know. They say some fighters.
Oh, some fighters. Okay.
So I don't know. It could be all fighters, but definitely money.
I'm just hoping that
somebody owes somebody.
Yeah, dude, fuck
definitely,
dude. Like I was like, when I seen that, I said, no fucking way, dude. Like I feel bad. You feel me? Like it's like these guys are really bust their ass for like what 6 weeks,
bro. Like 3 months.
Oh, 3 months.
Hard too.
And you guys just gonna be like, fuck you guys, you're not getting paid. But what I was telling my barber when I went to get a haircut, shout out to Jimmy Cuts.
Oh yeah, Jimmy Cuts.
He I was like, man, like I was like, did you hear about that shit? And because he was like, man, I seen you fucking with Taylor and them, and I'm like, no. I said, that's all Mikey, bro. Like I'm just with Mikey, bro. Like I don't even consider myself like fucking with them because. Like, I can't just show up to his house like this nigga Mikey, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I get to that point, I'll be like, all right, bro, I fuck with Taylor like that.
Yeah, nah.
But I was like, he's like, I feel bad because, like,
bro, they were working hard.
Yeah, they don't know the industry, right?
Right, the whole boxing, like.
I was like we were talking about the whole escrow account.
They
should have done that.
Yeah.
They did.
And you know what? Taylor wasn't even going to fight that night because he was like, yo, like, there's no proof of any money. Like, and he caused this whole like thing. Like, why would I go out there and fight? And you guys are just saying like, you'll get paid. Like, you'll get paid. You know what I mean? Like, boxes wouldn't have even went out. You know what I mean? Yeah. But Taylor is such a fighter. Like you know what I mean? Like, he ain't no bitch. So he's gonna go out and fight regardless.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was like, where's the money? Like, where's that third escrow account? And he was on him too, bro. Like, he was telling him. And it's like. They just kept saying like, "Oh, it's all good. It's in the contract. It's in the contract type thing."
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, he went out there and now it's like, I don't know what's gonna go on. What's gonna happen? I don't know, man.
I hope they get their money though.
I will say this: when it all first started happening, like when we first started training and all that stuff, people would be like, "Bro, like kind of like you, bro." They were like, "Yo, are these guys assholes? Like, is Bryce really a douche like that? Is Taylor really like a fuckboy like that?" Man. On the internet, it really seems like that. Like YouTube and whatever. But bro, these dudes are the dopest. Yeah. And now you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We check you, but these dudes are the nicest people, man. They bought us food. They put us in hotel rooms. They put us in their like compounds. Their you know what I mean? Whatever. Like these dudes are nice, and everybody that rolls with them took care of us. Like hell. Like shout out Julie. Shout out Rafi. Shout out you know what I mean? Taylor, Bryce, all of them.
Yeah.
The people
that's their manager, right? That's their
I don't know.
What do they do?
Who?
The girls that you just shut out.
I think they're the assistants.
Oh, the assistants. Okay.
Yeah, / managers. I don't know.
Okay.
I think they do a lot of stuff for them.
Oh shit, for sure.
Yeah.
No.
Super nice.
Yeah, no. That's what I was telling my girl. I said, dude, like you would think like these dudes are like dickheads, you know, like because I didn't like them personally because even before the fight. I just like just the way they like carry themselves,
right? Like kind of cocky-ish or whatever.
I'm like, man, like I'm just looking. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, but low key, you could say I was hating,
Right. Yeah,
You know, I was hating because I was like, man, I want that. Like, I want. Who doesn't want that? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
they're doing it for sure.
I was like, man, I want that. Like, you know, I'm doing my TikTok shit, but I can't. I think I'm shadow banned or some shit because like I don't get no like that. I posted a video with like the video that we did. Like I did a little clip like us going to the Alo, hanging out with Taylor. I'm definitely gonna get some views with this.
Right.
Nope.
Nothing.
I said, what the fuck? I know now I know I'm definitely shadow banned.
Yeah.
Because I was like nothing. Right. So my boy Jimmy was like, you think that the people kept the money? Because when you go bankrupt, you can't sue them.
Right.
So I was like, yeah. So I'm
on
like,
paper they don't have.
Yeah, nothing. I said, shit. I was like, well, what they saying is that they didn't get a lot of pay-per-views. Yeah. Right. I was like, that shit. I watched the fight, but I watched it on like there was a stream, but I was like, it wasn't even a stream. It was like 2 days later when I watched all of them.
Right.
Like somebody posted them on YouTube, someone watching them, and I'm like, all right, cool. Like all right, Taylor, you know, he to be honest, Taylor, and I'm not trying to be like suck that nigga dick or anything, but he was the like him and the other dude looked like okay, they could do something. Like
yeah, for sure. We prepared. Like people say, we over prepared Taylor. Like he was just so, and I mean Taylor's been doing it, so he was just already ready for a professional fighter, and that was something me and Taylor were talking about actually. Was it's harder to fight, and you might know this. It's harder to fight dudes that don't know how to fight. Yep. Yeah, they're like they have no rhythm, they have no pattern, they have no
like they're just throwing everything.
They're just throwing, man, like fighting for survival. Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, to me, it looked like that's what Gibb was doing. Yeah. Like, he was just going in there to kill or hit anything in front of him. Taylor's like more technical, you know what I mean? And I think Taylor
the other dude that fought
way better with a better boxer. But
the other dude that fought, I don't know who he fought, but he looked like the dude that fought the Asian dude.
Oh, is that Ryan Johnston?
I don't know, but he fucking looked like he does that shit for a living. He
kind of taller.
Yeah, he looked like
Kale. I think
he looked like he fuck. Where's my phone?
He fought the little Asian dude.
Man.
Oh wait, are you talking about the little Asian dude?
I don't know if he's little, but
Oh, you're talking about FaZe Jarvis. I think you're talking about maybe. I don't know. I was just there for Taylor and Bryce, to be honest, and Nate. Shout out Nate White. And
Nate White.
That's the boy.
He fought the Asian dude, but that dude looked like he could fucking actually get in the ring with a professional fighter. I don't know if you. I don't know because you say you're not really into TikTok and shit like that. But there was this dude, like I guess he's a boxer, and he was calling everybody out, like, cause he felt the same way I felt, like, oh, like you put in, like, you know, as a fighter who can't respect you, right. And he was like, look, I don't want the money, I'll fuck you up.
Oh, who is that?
I can't remember that fucking dude's name.
Is he a UFC fighter or a boxer?
No, he's a boxer. I don't even think he's like a professional boxer, right. Probably amateur, but he was saying that, and I'm like. I was like, man, I'll fight with you, but you know, give me like a little $2,000. I'll fight with you with $2,000. You feel me? But nah, like so but Taylor and that dude that I'm telling you look like they could like okay, they look good. And not again, I'm not trying to suck this nigga dick or anything, but like he looked like he could get in there with somebody like.
The workouts that we were doing was crazy. Like we were waking up, putting in 5 miles, going back to the gym to spar and do like mid work and back work and stuff. And then we would go like maybe grab something to eat sometimes, some days. And then we go straight to strength and conditioning. And that's like sometimes we drive to San Dimas, shout out TNT. And just do like crazy workouts, like crazy. Like this dude trains he trains Ryan Garcia, and he trains like NFL players, like running backs and stuff like that for like explosiveness and stuff. Yeah. So these were like legit workouts, right? And so that's one thing because at first I was skeptical too. Like I was like, bro, I would come in here and kill a TikToker. Yeah. Right? But then, bro, going and mind you, like Taylor was beating me on like runs. On like some of the like speed stuff, like these dudes were really putting it in. You know what I mean? Then that's when I was like, you know what, like
this dude's legit. Yeah, like he's doing something. Yeah,
because they're hanging. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like other than the fighting experience, like of actual like I don't know wrestling and jiu-jitsu and boxing, like smokers,
Yeah.
all that stuff, they had it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they had it. Other than the actual fight time under their belt. But
Man,
they were solid.
I man, like, I tell my girls, man, these guys are mad cool. Like, I fucked with everybody that was there, you know, JoJo, Mikey.
Oh, yeah, shout out Mikey,
you know,
shout out JoJo.
I want to bring them, actually want to bring them in here, but I don't know. Because, look, man, I don't know how this works because I still don't have bread to be like, hey, come to my podcast and I'll shoot you some money. I mean, what I can do is I can show you a good time in Marvel and I can buy you some food and give you some drink, and that's all I can do. But I mean, I would love to have actually even Taylor in here, bro. Like, I would love like for them to all come and have a little cool little podcast and you know, tell them that I didn't like it when I first, but now I do. Yeah. But it's crazy how social media puts this face stigma to that person. Yeah. Because even me, like, when they see me on social media, like, people like they're like, oh, you look like a straight dick, and I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, I'm cool. Like, he's like, nah, like, some one of my workers followed me, right? Like, he was new and he heard that I had a podcast, so he followed me. So then, like, the whole time, like, he wasn't talking to me. Like, he was just looking at me. So then out of nowhere, he goes, hey, bro, I like your podcast. Oh, man. I was like, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, thank you for the support. And he was like, but you kind of look like a dick. And I'm like, what? He goes, like, you look like a dick. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like on your social media, it's like, you just like, you look like a dick. And I'm like going through my social media. I was like, the fuck? I got like review video, like reaction videos to music. I'm like,
yeah, you're doing TikToks.
And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, man, I don't think I don't know. Well, I guess. And he's like, no, but you like people say that you're mad cool, like everybody around here. I was like, yeah, but and then I was thinking about it. I was like, damn, that's me putting on them. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't
really gotta meet somebody.
I can't judge people like that.
Yeah.
And then, like, it's crazy that we met David Dobrik. That was crazy.
For a little while.
I mean, we talked to him. And he was mad cool too.
Yeah, super nice.
I was like, he just
him and the other two,
Zane and I can't. Zane and Heath. Yeah,
super nice.
Super nice.
And at first, you know what? That's crazy because I feel like I did that to David Dobrik. All these like whatever allegations of this and that and that and that. Bro, I'm like, he's probably just.
He's not even gonna say what's up,
bro. Whatever. I'm not even on the internet. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even care about that dude. And then Taylor met him at that party, and like we're with him, and we said, and he's respectful.
He shook my hand like if I was the one that brought him in. I'm like,
like exactly, like as if I own the place.
I was like, I don't.
I think he called me sir.
Yeah, how you? He was like, thank you, sir. And I was like, I didn't do anything. Tank that nigga over there because I was just here with him.
I was like, this dude is a beast. Like, he's a good guy.
And then like we talked for a little bit. Like we're talking for a little bit, and then I was like, man, I like your videos. And he goes, you're a fan? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, I wouldn't think. But again, it goes back to me now. Like, I'm not the type of dude that like like if I see you, like say you're famous and I see you in the streets, I would not ask you for a picture. I'll just be like, what's up, dude? Boom, just like that.
Yeah.
And then like, and a lot of people get like trippy about that. He's like, why not? And I'm like, because like maybe they don't want to get pictures. Maybe you know, maybe when it's time, like get a picture. Like, I met so many people, and like people don't believe me that I met all these people because let me see a pic. Like, I don't ask for like to me it's like I don't need that. Like, I know that I met the dude. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking Ziggy Marley. Like, you feel me? Like,
about that. That's crazy.
I met the dude and I don't have a picture with him, and I wanted to because, you know, Bob Marley's one of my biggest fucking idols. That, so I was like, man, but it's you know, but I do want to bring like Tua in here. You know, like JoJo Tua, because you know that's Samoan, so I like my Samoan brothers over here, and they're cool. They follow me on Instagram, so I was like, all right, for sure. Like,
cool.
And
JoJo got some fire music,
bro.
Too.
I need his music,
bro.
What is that?
You know what? He doesn't even have a lot of his stuff like.
No, because he was telling me and Mikey that he doesn't want to spend that much money to buy the beat, so and I just realized, like, I was talking to last week when I was talking to Sean, how that works. And it's like Sean, the producer.
Yeah.
And he was telling me how the beats and shit work. So it was like some like you got copy. I mean, you got like limited edition or exclusive and all this shit. So like, and he was telling me too, like he didn't want to, like he want to buy the beat so it could be his beat, so he doesn't have to give money to the producer.
Right.
So I'm like, damn, like, and he was like, man, I don't, and I was like, don't you have money? Like, in my head, I was like, don't you have Brad? Like, you hanging out with all these things? Because he goes, man, I can't wait to blow up. And I'm like, what?
Like to us, he's already blown up.
Yeah, I said, what? Like, I looked at my Instagram. I was like, bro, I only got 1,000 subscribers. You got, I mean, followers. You got like almost million.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what the fuck you talking about? I was like, all right, for sure. I was like, I guess, but
nah, I think a lot of people confuse like followers with like money.
Yeah.
Or even like because they're in that group. People just assume like, oh,
they got money.
They're breaded up. Yeah. When it's really not like that, bro. It's like,
you
just got followers. And maybe like some
brands. Some
brands and fans and stuff like that. But I don't know.
But like his music is, I mean, I hit him up.
Going dumb.
Yeah, I hit him up and I was like, bro, I need some of your music, like.
Bro, I don't think. Yeah, he can't even give it to you.
Yeah, no.
Even if he wants to, which I'm sure he does, but
yeah, he can't. Cause I was like, and then I was just like, cause I was vibing. I was like, hell yeah.
That shit is
and I didn't even know Taylor could do music.
Got
I'm like,
pipes. Taylor
I was like, damn, nigga. Like, I was like, all right, I fucks with your music.
Mariah Carey.
Hell yeah.
He really be like,
yeah. That's funny, but no, he got his. I like his music. I like his style of music.
Yeah.
That fucking rock song that he has, he needs to put out like ASAP now. Like I need it now in my. But
all of them, bro. That whole group.
Hell yeah. But before we end this shit, I wanna talk about what we got going on, right?
Oh, okay.
So Mikey's not here, but I wanted his ass to be here.
Yeah.
But Mikey came up to you. He wants to start a YouTube channel. So I mean, I have the video already done, that first video. I don't know if he wants to put that as the first video or a second video or whatever the fuck he wants to do with it. But again, you know, I'm just here to help him out. I mean, have fun too. He needs to let me know.
Hop on something.
What?
I'm ready. I'm whatever you guys want to do. I'm with it, bro. Because honestly, I really have no, like, I don't have like a responsibility. Like, you got the camera, Mike is running the actual page. Like, I just got to show up. You know what I mean? So like, I'm here for it. I'll pull up. I'm doing the videos. I'll try to link with like whoever we can link with and popping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I mean, videos. I don't know when you're gonna post this video, but tomorrow, I mean, I'm gonna be doing that thing. But that's like a whole nother. If I do get like clips or whatever, I can put that in our video.
Oh yeah. This video will go up on Sunday. This Sunday coming up.
So
I don't know when he wants to post the actual vlog that we have.
Yeah.
Cause I mean I hit him up and I don't know if
we got to do another one. We gotta do a couple.
We have to, like, it has to be back to back. We can't just put one and then 2 months later put another one. But I'm hoping that he hits me up or something. Like,
you know who's good at that is Bryce. Bryce is like, bro, we would be having like fun at a pool or something like that, and dude would leave to like make sure his shit gets uploaded, like it's filmed correctly, it's edited, and then he would come back. And I'm like, bro, like I respect it. Cause like you left the fun to handle business and then come back.
All right, well that's paying his bills, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's what
for sure. I was like, damn, like dudes and people don't see that. You know what I mean? They think he just parties and does all this and stuff, and he does. He goes hard. But yeah. So
I'm not trying to work a 9-to-5 job for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to have a little bit of fun before I get old, because I'm getting old. So I'm just trying to provide for my family too. So if this shit, like, you know, I mean, I told Mikey, you got the connects. We just have to do it. We just have to do it. You know, you guys got the connects. We just have to do it. We just have to, you know, film and shit. So I'm 100%. So guys, I don't know when the video is going to go up, but you know, tap in with us on Instagram. We'll everything. I'll let you guys know everything right now. But you know, if you don't follow us, or if you don't follow the In the WOODZ podcast, go ahead and follow it. If you don't follow me, ABQNPR, I'm trying to post more often.
Yes, sir.
Also on TikTok, ABCuban_PR. Hopefully TikTok you stop fucking shadow banning me. But if you want to plug in your shit,
Instagram at Dansteezy, DANSTEEZY. My shit pretty popping.
It's popping.
I don't post a lot. I mean, I post often, but my stories go crazy. You can always see what I'm doing. I tap in every day. I post what I'm doing. It's entertaining, and I fake this stigma that I got going on. It's all good.
Nah, it's all good. That's what I'm not really good at posting, but I think I'm going back more into like in my story, because I mean I'm not the type of dude like want to take pictures of myself and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to follow us, go ahead and follow us.
TikTok Dansteezy as well.
Okay, yeah, follow him on TikTok.
Starting that up too.
Yeah, yep. So also I was gonna say I'm gonna be posting on my other channel too, the whole baby process that we fixing up the room and doing all this shit for the baby. So yeah. Before we leave, I have my guest sign my table.
Oh yes.
But don't sign inside the letters, sign outside the letters. Again, shout out to Mark and Roxy for doing what I told them not to do. And you can sign on the table on that little thing in the back. But it's whatever you want to go. And then I'm trying to get sponsored also by Manscaped. I don't know, if you ever heard about Manscaped.
Yeah.
I use it because I used to use clippers, and I used to always cut my nuts. And I used to have like scabs on my nuts and shit. So
scab nuts.
So, and I used to cut hair too. So
that's crazy.
I didn't want to use my clippers to cut my hair, my people's hair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I didn't do that. I only did it to one person.
Oh my God.
I only did it to one person. Shout out to my cousin Adrian.
You want a haircut? Don't come to Moval. Don't come to Moval. In fact, don't come to Moval at all. Just drive through it.
Just go through if you want a haircut.
Don't park.
Because you might get some crabs or something. Nah, but I only did that to my cousin because he didn't want to pay. So shout out to my cousin Adrian. He didn't want to pay. So. But they keep sending me stuff. I don't know if I have a subscription with them. I checked, nothing comes out of my bank, but they just keep sending me stuff.
Oh,
so I don't know if I do. I mean, I might have a subscription, but I'm not sure. But if Manscaped want to, they sent me this not too long ago. Crop mop. I guess it's a ball wipes. I'm gonna give you some.
Wipe your balls.
So I guess when you are training, right?
Oh yeah.
And your balls are sweaty, and your girl says, "Hey, Stizzy, I'm trying to get it in."
Yeah.
And you're like, "No, I don't have a shower." So you pull those out. I don't know if you want to put that on your pee because it does say that it has alcohol in it. So I don't know if Maybe I mean if you can or not, but that's just to wipe your balls after the gym or something or something. But I mean Manscaped, I'm shining your shit out. I need a sponsorship or something. Tap in with us, man. But go ahead and sign your your name on it so you be official in the woods.
Oh man, is that God? Who is that?
That's me.
Why you look like Jesus?
Because I'm Jesus. My middle name is Jesus. He said, "Is that God?" Wait, kind of shit. Damn, like legit. Because like the other day I was looking at my people that signed. Most of them just signed their name, like not really like a sign. They just put their name, like printed their name, and I'm like, all right.
Oh yeah, I see like Leslie and
JR. Over there, Nick. Fuck Nick. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that fucking name out of there.
Mila,
my boy Mila. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
And Dansteezy in the back over there. Yes, all right, man. Well, you're officially part of the woods. You know what I'm saying?
The woods, baby.
What size shirt are you?
Medium.
Medium, black or white?
Black.
All right, we'll give him a shirt. So tap in on Sunday. I'm gonna try to post every Sunday now. If not Monday, I'm a busy man too. But we also on Spotify and Apple podcast. So make sure you guys tap in with us. And always stay blessed, be blessed, one love.